Okay, hopefully I'm in focus. Hey guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to another video. So it is the 5th of January. Is it the 5th of January? I think it's the 5th of January. And I am making this video very late, but I wanted to kind of make a resolutions video for my art, kind of. Personally, I don't like making like New Year's resolutions because I feel like as a stigma, as like an idea, they just always fail, because a year is a really long time to promise yourself something. That said, I'm going to make some promises to myself in pertaining to my art. So the first resolution to myself is I want to challenge myself when it comes to my art. And that could mean, personally for me, that could mean so many different things. One of the ways that I want to challenge myself is I want to try new programs. When I draw, I choose to draw in Photoshop, and pretty much strictly Photoshop, because we're like best friends and we get along really well and it works out. But in the field that I feel like I would like to go into, I think that I should expand my horizons and master other programs that I have at my fingertips. I'm just too lazy to use because I like what's easy, I guess you could kind of say. So that is one way I could challenge myself. Another way is I could try to do something that I know I've mentioned before on this channel that I really don't like doing, but would be so fucking good for me, is I would like to expand my time when I make something. And I'm talking about personal art. I'm not talking about a job. If someone, you know, were to hire me for freelance, of course I would spend more time on something, but I want to, when I draw things personally, I generally like to just bang it out in one go. I start on Monday, I end on Monday, and that's it. I don't go back on Tuesday or the rest of the week or ever again. If I stop, you know, doing it and I'm not done, then I'll just delete it and I won't ever go back to it. And that is something that I really want to change for myself. The second resolution, I guess, promise to myself is I want to apply to more art jobs. I want to find my career job, and in doing so you actually have to seek them out, and I have already started this, but I really do want a job in my field, and that's something that I really would love for 2019 to bring me. The third thing is something that is like really hard for me personally, but in a way less hard since I've left art school, and that is comparing my art to others. I find that, you know, when I was in art school, I personally, it was just so tough to not compare yourself, because you're constantly around, you know, amazing other talented artists. You're getting critiqued daily, and it's very hard to not compare your work to others, because, you know, you might find their work successful, but you know, you have to find a way to do things in your own style and in your own way. So that's something that, you know, I've always struggled with. I've always compared myself to others, in general, but also just extremely, like, so much I've compared myself with like my art versus other people. But I know this is gonna sound kind of cocky, but I know that I'm talented. Sometimes I don't feel as talented as others, but I know that I am talented. I have these skills and I've really worked hard for them. So I think that's okay to say. The fourth thing that I would really like to promise myself is that I'm going to sketch more, and sketch more traditionally in my sketchbook, because I think it's really good to consistently sketch. I personally learned so much from drawing in my sketchbook. I think that this is very doable, and I even made a sketch Instagram so that I could do this, because I have a problem with sharing my work in general, but I sometimes like my sketches, but I want them to live as sketches, but then I also sometimes want to make full pieces with that concept of the sketch. I don't know, it's just jumbled. And then finally, my last promise to myself slash resolution is I would love to produce a very visually interesting video for YouTube specifically. So I have no idea what that means, but I mentioned this in past videos, but I watch like a lot of K-pop videos. I watch a lot of videos. That's always how I've been interested in music, is by the visual aspect of them. I'm a very visually driven person, which I don't know, most people might be, but whatever. I like videos. I'm not saying like I'm gonna make a music video, because no. But I want to make some type of a video that I explore different, I don't know, maybe concepts and effects, and possibly dive into a new program, which could slide into my challenging myself promise. I think these all are very doable, they're very manageable, but I definitely need to stick with some of them, and I'm going to try to, I'm making this video for myself so that I can have that as a reminder, but also just, in general, I think it's good to try to grow within the new year. That's kind of why we make resolutions, right? That's why we have New Year's resolutions, because we want to get better. We want to improve in some way. So I think that these 5 things will definitely help me grow, but I guess we'll see if I stick with them. When 2020 comes, I don't even want to think about the year 2020. Like, that to me is insane, because it's already insane that it's 2019. I cannot believe it. Oh my God. Also, if you are watching this and maybe you have made some New Year's resolutions, and maybe yours are art related, maybe they're just personal growth related, comment down below, because I'd love to hear some things that you're working on, because I could always learn to grow in so many ways. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye guys.